Hi, I'm Rob. Welcome to WatchWise. Today we're doing a review of 3 watches in one. The reason why we're doing a head-to-head is because they are all launched as 9S 20th year anniversaries for Grand SEIKO. The 9S is a mechanical movement for Grand SEIKO that was launched in 1998. So this was the 20th year, as I said. The 9S movement was originally created for high precision and high durability. The gentleman, Mr. Kosugai, who made the design for the original 1998, has based these on that and created these pieces. And with that, there are 3 different ones. I'm going to refer to them as the platinum, the gold, and the steel, rather than calling them by their model numbers. The platinum is twice the price as the gold, and the gold is roughly, slightly less than 3 times the price of the steel. So let's go part by part and find out what the actual differences are between these fabulous pieces. Right, so we're going to start with the movement on these pieces. They are all a 9S85 movement, all a high beat 36,000 vibration per hour movement, or 10 beat or 5 Hz if you prefer. So one of the only brands doing that particular vibration per hour. The differences between these is the platinum piece is what they call very fine adjusted, so it is -1 + 3. The yellow gold is special, so it's -2 + 4, and the steel is normal high beat that you have in the other GSs, so it's -3 + 5. Now, the very fine adjusted piece first came out in 1969, first ever fine adjusted watch by Grand SEIKO. The first ever special came out in 1998. They all have a power reserve of 55 hours, but the very fine adjusted was tested over a period of 34 days to ensure that they can claim such high accuracy over that time period. So thoroughly tested, and obviously the biggest difference being the actual timekeeping adjustment itself. Let's go on to the dial with these 3 pieces. So the dial on all of these has a beautiful geometric style to it, a bit kind of like a whirlwind going away from the center. In that it has the initials GS along with the Dani Seiko Sharp factory logo, which is now called the Seiko Instruments factory. Now this is where they develop all and build and assemble the mechanical watches for Grand SEIKO. So it's a really nice touch that they have the original logo on the dial on these pieces. It's incorporated very beautifully. On the platinum we have a white dial, the gold piece we also have a white dial, and the steel piece we have a beautiful blue dial, which sits really well with the steel bracelet. On the platinum piece there is the initialing VFA, which stands for the very fine adjusted. On the gold piece we have the world word special, and the blue has the high beat 36,000 wording. I don't think I've mentioned before, but on these pieces, for any of the Grand SEIKOs, they all have the Zaratsu polishing, and that is taken down to even the hands on the watch and the indexes. Now the indexes are polished on 6 sides, so they catch the light under any angle, and the watch hands are also polished on 6 sides. The 6th side being the underhand, underneath the hand. So as the hands cross one another, if light's shining on it, they want to make sure that the reflection off one hand onto the other is a true reflection and giving that mirror finish that is unique and showcased on Zaratsu, that blade polishing style that they do in Japan. So really great attention to detail, and another one of those pieces that you need to come to see to get an appreciation for the dial. The case on all these 3 pieces all come in at 39.5mm, so a very good modern size. On the back of the case, they all have an open case back, and the platinum has a 18 karat gold lion, which stands for accuracy on the oscillating weight, along with the wording very fine adjusted. The gold piece also has the 18 karat gold Grand Seiko lion on there. The steel, however, is very different. It has an oscillating weight which is made of titanium and tungsten, and that has gone under, well, it's been subject to electrolysis, which gives it that beautiful blue appeal to it, and we'll have some images for this because it's a really stunning piece to see. So make sure to have a look at that case back. Moving on to concluding thoughts now. Right, I mean, Grand Seiko typically is talked a lot about in terms of its 9F quartz for the achievements they've done there, and for the spring drive, which is obviously very unique. However, any remarks on those that are negative tend to be saying that they're not true mechanical watchmaking. The same cannot be said for the 9S movements within the Grand Seiko. Obviously this is made in-house and made from scratch back in 1998, like I said, and this is a 20th year anniversary that they're celebrating, and to do that they've brought out these 36,000 high beat pieces. To my knowledge, at the time of doing this video, I think there's only one other brand that do 36 VPH movement in volume, and not only that, but they've gone to the extreme of doing 3 different pieces made of different materials and making them all different adjusted and different in limited number, which is great to see that they're expanding on their high beat range, which is great. With that, obviously a key point to any watch is a dial, and I think this geometric style where they've got the GS plus the logo of the factory, which they're obviously naming as the original Dana Seiko Sha, not the Seiko Instruments, gives it that heritage to celebrate the 20th year anniversary, and arguably I think these are some beautiful watches, and there's one for everyone no matter what the price range you're looking at in the luxury market. So make sure you come have a look at one of these whenever you get a chance. Right, so let's move on to the dials on these pieces. Take 51, the dial.